Hello students, welcome to the video lecture on Introduction to Number System. I am S.T. Kumbhare, lecturer Electronics Engineering at Government Polytechnic, Gondia. These are the topics of today's presentation: background of number system, terms bit, byte, nibble, decimal number system, binary number system, octal number system, hexadecimal number system, and number system relationship. Outcome of this presentation are differentiate between terms bit, byte and nibble. So you will be able to differentiate these terms, and if I give you a number, you will be able to identify the number system of the given number. Now background of number system. How this number system came in picture. So from the ancient time or world, we can say that we are keeping track of events or occasions. For example, suppose one of my friend came to my house and we had a great fun. After he went back, from the next day onwards, I will start keeping track of days by drawing lines. For example, let's say for tomorrow, I'll draw one line. Day after tomorrow, I'll draw another line, and for subsequent days, I will draw one line for each day. Suppose after this many days he come to my house once again, and we may have some conversation. In that we can say that from means after how many days we are meeting. So I can say that okay, after this much days we are meeting. After this much days we are meeting. But this is bit inappropriate to say this much days. Instead we can give some name to the number. So let's say I can say this is 1 for this is 1 for this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, and this one is 6. So I can say after 6 many days we are meeting. Now this is different in different languages. For example, in English we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In some other language we may say some different names. Okay, so from here this number system came in picture. Now why we are also not using this is there is one more reason, is that if we have a bigger number, then we have to draw much more lines, and that may take more space, as well as it's bit much more difficult to count. So that's why this is also not appropriate. Hence such type of number systems are required. Now there are many number systems, we'll see some of that. So from the childhood, basically we are using decimal number system, but no one has told us in the childhood, because that is not required at that point also. From this beginning itself we start counting 1, then 2, then 3, and so on. Okay, and so this number systems comprises of digits. We'll see this in upcoming slides. Okay, so basically number system is a technique to represent and work with numbers. Okay, so we are dealing with numbers, we are working it, and we are representing. Now number can be represented in different fashion that we'll see. In any number system, there is an ordered set of symbols known as digits. So in each of the number systems, we have digits. Then collection of digits makes a number. For example, let us say in decimal number system, we have a digit, let's say 0, 1, 2, up to 9. Okay. with the help of these digits we can form the number. For example, if I want to say 21, I can say 2 1. Now here 2 is one digit, 1 is another digit, so two digits are making a number. So like this we can form the numbers with the help of digits. Numbers has two parts, integer and fractional. So normally numbers are having two parts, integer and fractional. How it is? Let's say if I say 23.5 or 23 rupees 50 paise, then before means the left hand side of this point is a integer and right hand side of this point or decimal point is a fractional part. Okay, so like this we can have number systems. Now in this presentation, basically we are going to see four number systems. One is decimal number system, another is binary number system, next one is octal number system, and the last one is hexadecimal number system. All these are positional value systems. Now what do you mean by positional value systems? From the name itself we can predict something. Positional, so from the position of a digit it will have a value. Okay, from the position of the digit it will have its value and it forms a system. For example, in decimal number system we can have 1, then 22 and 3, that is 123. Okay, so this 123 can be okay, now this 3 having value 3 since it is single at singular position. At decimal position this is 2 is there, so it has a value 20. Now this 1 is at 100 position, so it has a value 100. Okay, so from the position, suppose this 1 is at this point, then it will have 10 value. So from the position of these digits we can find its value. That's why it is called as positional value system. Now different terms, bit, byte and nibble. So there are three terms, bit, byte and nibble. Bit is the short form of binary digit. So we are having a number system, binary number system. In that this binary digit is in the short form can be mentioned as bit. It is the smallest unit of data in computer. So basically in binary number system we are having two digits 0 and 1, so this forms a bit. This single digit forms a bit, this is also a bit. Okay, now byte, if you club such 8 bits then it forms a byte, and nibble, if you club 4 bits then it forms the nibble. So like this we have to keep in mind these terminologies. Decimal number system. So decimal number system is the most common number system which we are using from the childhood. It has a base 10. Now each number system has a base. So this is one of the important point which you have to keep in mind. Decimal. So DEC. It come from decade. So decade has 10. So it has a base 10. So it has 10 digits. And digit starts from 0, and from here we have to take 10 digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So like this we have 10 digits 0 to 9. And using these 10 digits we can form the numbers in this decimal number system. Binary number system. It is useful for computers. Now why this decimal number system, means why we need binary number system? Because in decimal number system we have 10 digits Now if I want to represent these 10 digits with the help of electrical signal, I should have 10 different levels for the for each digit, and which is difficult to maintain in the computer. So it's better to have binary number system. Binary means only two digits. It will be 0 or 1. So each number will be formed with the help of 0 and 1. Okay, so it will help us now. Since there are two digits, it will require only two levels of electrical signal which can be flown. So that's why this binary number system is of importance from computer point of view. So there are only two states, one is 0, another is 1. 0 represents off and 1 represents on. Now here, since even though we are saying 0 represents off, it is not actually no signal, but it is signal at low voltage or current. For example, I can say 0.4 milliamp or 4 milliamp current represents 0, and 20 milliamp current represent 1. Okay, I can say this. Now 0 doesn't mean that there is a no signal, because if there is a no signal, you will not be able to differentiate whether signal is flowing, whether it is an intentional 0 or a line is break. So that's why we normally, even though we are saying off for 0, it means that we are sending a low voltage or current for 0. Got it? Next, binary number. So since it is a binary number system, it has a base of 2. The base is 2. Okay, so that's why 2 raised to power 0, 2 raised to power 1, 2 raised to power 2, 2 raised to power 3, 2 raised to power 4, and 2 like this we can go. Now if I say 2 raised to power 0, it means 1. 2 raised to power n is 2. 2 raised to power 2 is 4. 2 raised to power 3 is 8. Okay, 8. 2 raised to power 4 is 16. 2 raised to power 5 is 32. 2 raised to power 6 is 64, and 2 raised to power 7 is 128. Now what is this? This is nothing but the value of digits at this position. So if any digit it is at this position, it will have the value 1. If any digit is at this position, it will have the value 2, and like this the values will be there. For take example 1011010. Now if you observe, look, 2. So this bit has a value 16 since it is at this position. This bit has a value 8. Okay, since this is 0, it will have a 0 value. So that's why we are not representing it over here, and like this we can form the decimal value of equivalent decimal value of this binary number. Now in binary number system, memory is measured in terms of bits. Now how many bits it can store, depending on that memory value is decided. So this is a table which we need to keep in mind, because most of the time we forget this. So 1 byte is nothing but equal to 8, which we have already seen. Then 1 kilobyte is nothing but 1024 byte. 1 megabyte is 1024 byte kilobyte, and so on. Now why this 1024 is there? Because the base in binary number system is 2, and raised to power 10 is nothing but equal to 1024. So from here this 1024 value came in picture. So like this we can form the memory values. Then octal number system. So from the octal itself we can say its base is 8, and since its base is 8, it has 8 digits, 0, and it starts from 0 and it ends at 7. Okay, so like this, 8 raised to power 0 1 2, like this we can find out its position, value of its position. So we can take example 726. So if I find this, I'll get the decimal value of its number, octal number. Then hexadecimal number system. So hexadecimal, so it has a base 16. Hexa means 16. Since 16 is the base, it has 16 digits starting from 0 1 2 up to F. Now here after 9 we are not saying 10, instead we are saying A B C D E and F. Again you can find out the its value for each position. 16 raised to power 0 will give you the value for this position and so on. Now for 7FB, if I want to find out its decimal value, I can find out in this way, and this is nothing but 2042 in decimal. Now let's have a number system relationship. So in hexadecimal, 0, decimal 0, octal 0 and binary 0. So all will be same. In hexadecimal it is 1 1 1. So for till 7 you can find that hexadecimal, decimal and octal will have same digits, but in binary it is 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 and 0 1 1 1. Okay, so these are the equivalent relationship. Now after 7 you can find that in hexadecimal and decimal it has same value 8, but in octal it is having 1 0, because in octal we have only 8 digits. So after 7 it will overflow to 0, and since it is overflown, a carry is added to the next, so 1. Okay, for next 9 9 11. Now here in hexadecimal we know that after 9 we don't have 1 0, because if you say 1 0 that is different value. So we are having A whose equivalent is 1 0. Again here you can say that in decimal 9 is the maximum digit it can have. So after 9 it will overflow to 0. That's why a carry is generated and that is placed on the left hand side. Okay, so that's why 1 0, and in the same fashion it will go. For binary we can have a tip for representing binary. How to write down binary? You can write down 0 1 0 1 like that, and if you want to write down here, this is 2 raised to power 0. So that's why 2 raised to power 0 is 1. That's why we are changing the values after each bit. Now next is 2 raised to power 1. So we can 2 raised to power 1 is 2. So I can write down 2 zeros and then 2 ones and so on. If I say for next thing, I can say 2 raised to power 2, which is nothing but 4. So I can write down 4 zeros and then 4 ones and again 4 0 4 ones. Similarly, if I want to write down here, it is 2 raised to power 3, which is nothing but 8. So 8 zeros and then 8 ones and so on. Like this I can find out equivalent binary number. Okay, so this is the end of this presentation. Now it's time to assess yourself. You can find a quiz on this link. You can type it in your browser and take an exam or assess yourself. These are the references which I have used. This is a book for this presentation, and you can refer page number 28 to 52 for this, and these are the videos which are already available on YouTube or net. Thank you all, and we'll see you in next lecture. Okay.